Hi guys, it's Ben from Travelling Gearovic here. Just doing a quick video just to sort of highlight where to get started in kettlebell sport here in the UK. Now, here in the UK, we're very lucky in that we've got a few organisations that can help you progress in your kettlebell sport. We have the GSU, or the Gearovic Sport Union. They hold a competition called the Four Nations Championships, and they're all open competitions, so you don't need to qualify to enter. They do one in England, one in Scotland, one in Wales, one in Ireland, and then they do a British, which this year is in London. They're very, very good competitions. We generally get about 100 or so lifters at each one, so they're very busy, but that's great because you get to meet people from all over the country, and they often get people from across Europe and things as well to compete there because they're quite large competitions, but good fun. I recommend that you pop over to the GSU webpage of Gearovic Sport Union. I will put the link down below in the comments. And you can also find on there a list of affiliated clubs. So there'll be a list of any clubs around the country that are teaching the kettlebell sport lifts. So that's a good place to start. Now, if you're like me, you've got no clubs anywhere near you, another place to check out would be on Facebook. There's a group called the Online Kettlebell Challenge Cup. I set this up about 5 years ago, something like that, and there was sort of about 100 or so people on it. I stopped doing it. Somebody else took it over. It's now got over 2,500 members, and there's probably a couple of hundred submitting each and every month. So it's a very, very good way of competing when you can't get to a club. They do different lifts every month. It's a 5-minute lift. It can be any of the GS lifts, so it could be snatch, it could be long cycle, it could be jerk, it could be one-handed, could be two-handed, it could be multiple switch, could be single switch. So it's really, really good for you to have a training goal, because obviously you've got your month to get the lift in, and then at the end of it you need to submit it, and other people will look at your lifts and they'll give you some feedback if you want it, which is really, really good, because when you're training on your own, you can't see the little problems that you're having and all this kind of stuff. So to actually have someone look over your stuff and say, oh, this needs to be done or that needs to be done, can be really, really helpful. So that's the Online Kettlebell Challenge Cup. Again, I will put the link down below. One more thing that I would like to touch on today is the Grassroots Kettlebell League. The Kettlebell Grassroots League is brilliant. Okay, it's been made up by a couple of guys from up Harrogate way, and what they do is they tour around the country and they go to various different clubs around the country, and they put on these mini tournaments that are 3 5-minute lifts. So they're a little bit more accessible for those of you who are new to the sport, or those of you that are trying out a new weight or something like that. They're very good. They're much more relaxed than the big GSU competitions, so the judging isn't quite as strict, and they'll give you some feedback afterwards as well. So if you're not doing something correctly, they'll pick you up and tell you afterwards rather than stopping you mid-set, which can be quite alarming. They run pretty much every month. Again, I'll put a link to the Facebook group on there, and then you can have a look and see if there's any competitions near you. I'm just going to post a quick video on the end of my lift at the Rushden competition, which was last month. Very, very good competition. It ran smoothly. There was no waiting around. Really, really good competition. Now, obviously, kettlebell sport isn't the most interesting of spectator sports, but it is pretty good fun to actually compete and do. And you know, we're not really worried about people coming to watch it. We want people to come and do it. If you need any more information on kettlebell sport here in the UK, pop me a message or pop me a comment below, and I'll try my best to answer it, and if I can't answer it, I'll find somebody who can. So I'm just going to pop a little video on the end of just my lift. I'm doing long cycle with 216s at this, and it's part of a 5-minute set. So I'm looking for about sort of 8 reps a minute, something like that, which I think I just about did. So yes, until next time, guys, live, love, lift. Hi guys, here is a quick video of my long cycle set from Rushton Grassroots. As you can see, I'm lifting 216 kettlebells, and it's a long cycle, so it's the full clean and jerk. It's a jerk, not a press, because I'm using my legs to power the kettlebell up. So I'm using my whole body to get the kettlebell up, dropping it down into the chest, and then back into a swing. Okay, it's a great lift, very, very tough on the cardiovascular system, and it really does get you breathing hard. Here I'm hitting 10 reps a minute, which is quicker than I would do in a 10-minute set, and I managed 49 reps, so I'm happy with that. As you can see next to me, I've got little posters for the Grassroots League. You can see that there are 4 organisations there. There's Ireland, England, Wales and Scotland. So bear in mind that you can represent your country in kettlebell sport. You do need to qualify, and it can be quite tough. But obviously, if you ever dreamed of representing your country in a sport, then maybe kettlebell sport is the way to go. So don't forget, check out all the links that I put in the video below. So Grassroots, Online Kettlebell Challenge and the GSU. And any problems, get in contact and I'll try and point you in the right direction. Thanks.